our final time together. You know, I just wanted to take a minute to say thank you and to tell you how proud I am of you. This has been an amazing ride, and I know it's not been an easy one. In fact, it's actually been difficult. And I've kind of been up in your face, and Paul through Timothy has kind of been up in your face. And what I love about you is you've just responded. And I love that. That's what we call growth, where you take something that's difficult and you do something about it. See, through these last couple of months together, you've raised over $53,000 and we gave it all away. And that's an amazing thing to these organizations, these community partners of ours. And you did it. You reached the goal and exceeded it. And then we've just literally had so many hours of volunteer time happen over the last couple of months. And here's what I believe, is that that will continue on. Because some of you found an organization that you can really get behind and love and give some time to, and that's a great thing. And then so many of you have texted in and said, hey, I'm ready to serve in the church, and I'm ready to start giving my time on a weekly basis to actually help. And that's amazing. And then what I've heard is just story after story of how God has done something in people's heart about our level of generosity and love and compassion. And that's such the idea behind this. That's exactly what we were going for, and what Paul was going for, and what Jesus was going for, and Timothy and Luke, and all of these areas where we've talked about what it was. It was Jesus' vision for us as his followers, is to have generosity and compassion and love for the people around us. And that's beginning to work in our life. Now, you've always been a compassionate and loving and generous church. But for you to go over the top like you have has just been nothing short of amazing. And I'm so proud of you. But I want to challenge you. Don't stop. Don't stop because we're not saying it every week. This is a lifestyle that we're called to live as followers of Jesus. And I hope you'll keep going in the way that you have been for the last couple of months. And if by chance that you've ridden through the last couple of months and you've not gotten involved and given up your time or your resources to help somebody else, it's not too late. It's never too late. Just get started and take it forward. Now, we've heard all these stories, and people walk by and tell us different things, or somebody sends us an email, or somebody just says something, here's what happened, or we hear from a group leader, this is what's going on. But what I want to do is I want to give you an email address. And I want to relate this email address to what we would like for the final question in your group to be, and that's this. Share what God has done in you through Be Rich. And then not only do you tell your group, but we're asking you to tell us as well. And so we've got an email address that's going to come up on your screen, and you can see it there. It's groups@rockpointchurch.com. I would love for you to spend 2 or 3 minutes sitting down and shooting an email to groups@rockpointchurch.com just to tell us, here's what's happened. We love the stories of God doing something amazing in your life and in the lives of the people of our church. In fact, your story may be the very thing that someone else in our church needs to hear. Now, we would never share that without your permission, but we would love to hear your story, what God has done. So what I want to challenge you to do is I want you to take this last session together, go around the room, and everyone participate and share what the story is of what God has been talking to your heart about as we've gone through Be Rich. And then the challenge is, don't stop. Keep going. And let's fulfill that charge that Paul gave Timothy back in the first century to command those to be rich in good deeds. Command those who have what we have to be rich in good deeds and willing to share, to be compassionate and loving and generous with those around us. And let's continue on to do what it really means and what we've discovered over the last 2 months, what it means to be rich. Have a great group time, and I can't wait to see you this weekend.